Yeah, back at you with another live stream here and new scenery. So, yeah, basically, I've taken the desktop here. I've taken the desktop and moved it into the living room area slash kitchen. So, yeah, the lighting is much better. Hey, Alter Ego. But Happy New Year to you. Yeah, in a little bit here, I'll be going to a party, family party. Um, I have an hour to kill. So I figured why not do a little quick live stream here. Crackhead Kevin Smith announces that Mallrats 2. Who cares? Hey, thank you. Happy New Year to you too. I've never seen the show, so I don't know. But Happy New Year to everybody out there. Well, right now it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. Uh, and in an hour, I'm going to get ready to go to a party. So I figured why not do another quick live stream here. Since I've taken the setup to a different room here. And yeah, so, change it up a little bit, improve. To me, the lighting is much better. So, new year, new look, new year, new scenery. I don't know about that. And yes, my eye is pink. So I think I got an eyelash stuck in there, or I may have rubbed it hard. And yeah, it's a little, you can definitely see it with this ring light. But yeah, so I rubbed it pretty good, or I got an eyelash stuck in there. Who would I cast for a stop motion Beverly Hillbillies? I wouldn't do it. You think we might get 3 different Robin Hood movies next year? Um, I did not know we were getting. I don't know anything about that. Beverly Hills Cop 4. We'll see what happens. But why would we get 3 different Robin Hood movies next year? I mean, is that a real thing or I don't know. I mean, I did, if Robin Hood is public domain, I didn't know about that. I didn't hear about it. But this picture right here behind me, real quick, if I can get it. So this is from November 2000 when we went to Arizona. But this is Las Vegas. Me and the family. We went to, this is the Eiffel Tower they have in Las Vegas. And this is where this picture was taken. And this is back in November 2000. And I was 11. So good time. Put that right there. But hey, Derpy. Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, well, the last 3 videos that I've been doing here on the channel have been streams. I did live stream discussion with Jay the Stingray. Then I did a live hangout with a few people. Then yesterday I did a 2.5 hour live stream, and now I'm back here with another live stream, but in a different room. It's the new year. Let's change it up a little bit. Different look, different setup, scenery, better lighting. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I'm in the like kitchen slash living room. I mean, it's not a big kitchen at all. Hey, Neopunk, Happy New Year to you. Um, no, the flash is still on, as far as I know. Yeah, the flash is still happening. Oh no, you're fine, Derpy. Let's see what's going out there in movie news land. I mean, I would love for them to cancel it, more so because of Ezra Miller, but it's still going to happen. And they want that to make as much money as possible because of the Michael Keaton's involvement, Ben Affleck, and coming back for that. Not I don't I I'm not going to see it. I don't have. Apparently, there's a new trailer coming out for the Super Bowl, like during the Super Bowl. I did hear about that, but I have zero interest in the Flash movie. Again, because of the lead actor, and that is my dryer. So there's a little song for you. I don't think it's gonna bomb. I just have a feeling because Michael Keaton's in it. Ben Affleck, if Ben Affleck is still in it, you're gonna have Ezra Miller. You know, he's still the lead in the Flash, but I think the novelty of Michael Keaton being in it with Ben Affleck and all, I think it's gonna make money as much as I don't want it to. We can. Yeah, I'm still mad that they have Ezra Miller still in there and that they didn't fire him, they didn't throw him in jail, but it's still going to happen. It's still going to make money. Yeah, Renfield. Yeah, I look forward to that. I mean, Nicolas Cage is Dracula. I look forward to it. Maybe, but I think again with the Flash, it's more with Black Adam. I think people are just tired of The Rock. I mean, if I could be honest, I think that The Rock has become oversaturated, and I think that's been a factor. But I think with the Flash, like we haven't really seen much of the Flash. Yes, he was in the Justice League movie, but again, it's the novelty of having Michael Keaton in there and having Ben Affleck in the mix and being sort of like you know uh, multiverse type of movie concept that I think it's going to make money. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm tired of The Rock. I guarantee that Michael Keaton's only going to benefit. Yeah, I have a feeling too. Yeah, I don't. I'm not going to watch Fast X. That's another franchise that really needs to go away. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people saw it. When I saw that in the theater, it was like me and two other people. I mean, the film, which looking back on the film, I think it could have been funnier. I will say that. Nicolas Cage, he was fun in it. It's a fun idea, but that I think he needed a better writer. Um, I think it needed more. I think it just need better, writing. Better jokes. There's some funny parts. There's some fun parts in the film, but I think it could have been funnier. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's gonna lie to us. Yeah, Vin Diesel. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. You think Vin Diesel's better off doing cameos in South Park? I have no idea. I mean, I don't watch South Park, so if he's been doing cameos, I had no idea about it. Like I wasn't aware. Let me guess, the film hasn't aged well for you. Well, which film are we talking about? Or you're gonna? Oh, so you're gonna take a guess? Okay, you're gonna. I mean, I could think of a couple. No, I just think that it could have been funnier because I've seen a little bit of it again on TV very recently. And again, Nicolas Cage, he's fun in the film. I liked Pedro Pascal. I liked their rapport in the film, but I just think that the comedy, I think it could have been better or more amped up in certain parts. I like some of the gags, like for example, where Nicolas Cage brings the Pedro Pascal character to no Pedro Pascal brings Nicolas Cage to this like shrine of his movies and movie props and stuff, and that was fun. Uh, there's nice little references in there to the film, like to Nicolas Cage's filmography. Little mentions here and there of like even garden tests and stuff, and little nods and what have you. But I just think that maybe we could have seen like more of their um, exchange throughout the movie. I don't know. I just think that it's fun, but I think in terms of the comedy, it definitely could have been more funnier. I still like the film. I have it on Blu-ray. Hey Gabo, how's it going? Should Matt Stone and Trey Parker direct a werewolf comedy movie? I don't know about that. Yeah, well, the only film that I look forward to really is John Wick 4. Um, I mean, do you really think I look forward to Creed 3? No. I mean, Aquaman 2? No. What else is coming out next year? Fast 10? No. Like, really, the only film I look forward to is John Wick 4. I'm sorry about that. Hope you get better. Do I look forward to Barbie? I will say I liked the teaser that they put out. Like was it like a minute long? It was kind of like a take on 2001. I thought it was a little kind of charming teaser. Had like a little bit of a fun teaser, but does it make me want to see the film? Not really. I like Margot Robbie or Margot Robbie, but I like the little teaser that they put out, but I really don't have no interest in seeing the film. Mission Impossible 7, maybe. Scream 6, not really. Evil Dead Rise, not really. Uh, Benchwarmers 3, I don't think so. Gremlins 3, I don't think so. I I don't know about that. I don't know about some of these questions, alter ego, and I'm not, you know, judging or anything, but I don't see Margot Robbie in a Family Guy movie. That's cool. Beverly Hills Cop 4, I have to see a trailer first. You know, Top Gun Maverick, you know, was a great sequel, and I have it on Blu-ray. Let's just hope that. I mean, I don't have a lot of hope for the film, but I've been disappointed more. That's the thing. You know, whether it be Bill and Ted 3, Dumb and Dumber 2, and you know, other sequels out there. That's cool. I still haven't seen Scorpion's Revenge. Yeah, that movie's torturous. Why would you put yourself through that, man? The Mummy films, okay, the first Mummy film's a classic. The Mummy Returns, it's a good sequel. Um, you know, it, I think I prefer the first film more, but I do enjoy the Mummy Returns. The Scorpion King is okay. I can watch the film, but it's not it's not a great film. And The Mummy with Tom Cruise is just a lame movie. That to me is Tom Cruise's worst film, The Mummy. Yeah, Mortal Kombat Annihilation sucks. The only things that I liked about the film, Jax, the soundtrack, and the choreography. The rest sucks. Also rewatched Good Bad Flicks vid on 1995 original. Okay. James Cameron says that he will mourn the movies he cannot make due to telling Avatar's story. And apparently, like, there's plans up to Avatar 5. James Cameron. Jesus. Oh. I haven't seen it. I've never seen The Girl Next Door. Okay. John Wick is getting played out, and it's literally the only movie making Reeves successful now. I wish there were more action films besides. I enjoy the John Wick series. I mean, the thing is, with Keanu Reeves, if it's not John Wick, the other films that he's been a part of, whether that be Replicas or Siberia, which both films suck. Um, Knock Knock, I hate. I mean, What other films like even before John Wick, he came out with what 47 Ronin, which I didn't care for, or The Man of Tai Chi. I did not care for those movies, and so I would say with Keanu Reeves, he needs to stick to John Wick, and I think he could pull off one more, but let that be it. If John Wick can have one more final adventure after part four, then I say end it there. But the Fast and Furious films, I'm sorry, 10 is way too many. But we're getting 10, and apparently that's not going to be the last one. There's I swear I heard maybe there's going to be 11. Like there's going to be one more after Fast 10, and I'm sorry, give me John Wick all day. To me, John Wick is more entertaining. No, because James Cameron's going to make Avatar films until he's in the grave. I mean, there's plans all the way up to Avatar 5. And he's James Cameron. Okay. Doom 4 movie reboot would be nice. Would be nice, but it's just Hollywood who keeps messing it up. Yeah. Hey, Common Rider. Yeah, I mean, it's like, with other ones out there, like Hitman. They've done a couple of Hitman films, and the one that I have seen with Timothy Olyphant, I don't care for. Yeah. Oh, ugh. Excuse me, I'm not tired. Exactly. I'd rather give me, and I know it's not going to happen, but we can only, you know, in our own minds, in our own world, I wish there were like 100 John Wick movies. Give me 50 more John Wick films over than any more Fast and Furious films. So I'm sorry. To me, Fast and Furious needs to go away. I mean, we're at the fucking point where we're at part 10. Part 10, Fast 10. I mean, so I don't know if you, Blast Radius, if you're watching. I'm sorry. I'd rather take 20 more John Wick movies than 20 more Fast and Furious movies. Yeah, right now it's almost 4:30 in the afternoon over here, and you know, so I'll be leaving in a little bit to go to a party. But yeah, so I'll still be up. I'll stay up to the new year, but he might. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I look forward to the Mortal Kombat reboot sequel, so we can get more of Cole. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more Cole. What bad movies need remakes? That's a good question. I don't know how to think about that one. Yeah, it should be, but then even Liu Kang in the remake, I didn't really care for. I just think that a lot of the actors in that film were just pieces of cardboard. Uh, The only character that really was somewhat entertaining was Kano, but then even I got tired of his shtick after a while. Um, he was the only decent part in that film, but it's just the Mortal Kombat reboot is trash. Avatar is trash too. Hey, Deep Fried. No, he's just going to keep making, 38 more avatars until he's in the nursing home. Yeah, I'm just doing a quick stream here. Debuting the new setup here, the new look, scenery. I have a little time to kill, so I'll be leaving in a little bit to go to a party. I'm not going to be at the party up until midnight. I'm going to be there for a little bit, come back and hang out, and lay back and relax. But I just wanted to say hey to everybody out there. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes remake. I don't think, maybe for sci-fi, maybe sci-fi will pick it up. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Exactly. He was the perfect Liu Kang. Let me get something to drink here. See, that's the cool part. The kitchen is just a step away. Either sci-fi will pick it up, or maybe some director like Matt Reeves will pick it up. Do you really think Matt Reeves will direct the Killer? I don't buy that. Matt Reeves, he would never touch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Do you think Tom Holland needs to retire or go away for a while? I would say go away for a while. Alter Ego, I don't know if you're being serious or not. I mean, do you really think the guy that directed the Batman, which I really enjoyed that, Matt Reeves would never touch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. So I don't know if you're being serious or tongue in cheek, but best decade for the shows. I mean, what kind of shows are we talking about? Like sitcoms or? I mean, I don't know what kind of shows we're talking about here. Probably now. I mean, I guess in regards to shows, I mean, I would say the 80s. Even though I grew up in the 90s, either the 80s or 90s. Do you think Face Off with Keanu Reeves and Brandon Lee could have worked? Yeah, if Brandon Lee would have lived, that would have been really cool. I mean, can you imagine that? Like, if they had done that, maybe around the time of, maybe instead of Chain Reaction, Keanu could have done that with Brandon Lee. That would have been fun. Maybe it just depends. I mean, I would love to see Mr. Freeze brought in for the Batman 2, and you can bring back Colin Farrell as the Penguin and have those two. But it depends on how they are, how would they do Mr. Freeze? And can they pull it off? Again, I would like to see the Penguin come back. and this time be the Penguin. Um, you can bring back Colin Farrell. I thought he did a great job, but you can give him some of the characteristics that like, for example, the Penguin has a cigarette and stuff like that. I mean, there's little things that they can do to make him more like the Penguin in the second movie, as well as bringing in Mr. Freeze. But it just depends. It has to be the right story. Can they pull it off? Can they get a good actor, a great actor to play Mr. Freeze? Yeah, that would have been cool. But I do hope. I think they will make the Batman 2. I would love to see Mr. Freeze, for that film. We'll see what happens. Happy birthday, Kyle. Well, I never owned a PS3. I owned a 360 at one point, so I'm going to go with 360 on that one. Hit with electric bat, throw under the bus, or throw under the train tracks. Who's Joe Swanson? I don't know who that is. But electric bat, give it to Roman Polanski, and you could throw Kevin Smith under the train tracks. If Brandon Lee were alive today, I could have seen him do all types of movies. I think if Brandon Lee would have lived, I think his career could have had the trajectory of, Keanu Reeves, where, Keanu is a guy that could do any type of genre. And I think that Brandon Lee would have been that type of actor where he could have done any type of film, whether that be, action or, comedy or sci-fi or, thrillers. But if he were alive today, Brandon Lee, I think he would have been in the Expendables, at least one of them. I think he would have done another comic book film. So I think along those lines, maybe. Like, I think he would have been a big star today still. Okay. Yeah, that just shows you how much I watch Family Guy. I mean, I don't know. Other than Peter Griffin, Stewie, that's it. I mean, that's all the characters that I know. Swap roles, Tom Cruise and Johnny Depp. So I will put Tom Cruise in. Why not? Put him in Sleepy Hollow and Johnny Depp for. So you put Tom Cruise in Sleepy Hollow and Johnny Depp for Days of Thunder. Why not? Yeah, Brandon Lee would have been a great Spider-Man. Yeah, that was, I think, with the Mortal Kombat thing, that was a rumor. Same for the Matrix, but I would have loved to see Brandon Lee in the Matrix. I mean, I really think that would have. I mean, The Crow was, his most important role, and it would have. I think would have definitely skyrocketed his career, and I think The Matrix would have been even more. But I definitely could have seen Brandon Lee in The Matrix. He had those qualities. He had star qualities, and Again, I think if he would have lived, he would have had that same kind of trajectory as Keanu Reeves. I mean, I do think that Keanu Reeves, still would have been a big star, but you can kind of see the similarities, between a Keanu and a Brandon Lee, where again, Keanu, has done every type of genre, every type of film, whether that be action, comic book, sci-fi, drama, comedy, thriller, and Brandon Lee would have, you know, done that as well. I think he would have done the same type of films. Did you know that Bon Jovi was up for the role of the Crow? Oh, for the Crow too? I didn't know that. Um, I think if River Phoenix would have lived, I think he would have been another big star. Today, still making movies. Um, I think he would have been up there with his brother, with Joaquin, and I think he would have been like Joaquin, where he's a big star. People know Joaquin Phoenix, but he's very selective in what he does. And I think River Phoenix would have been. I think he would have been the same way. Like a Joaquin now, where he's a great actor, but he's very selective. And I can understand that. But I'm more of a fan of the John Wick movies. I think, to me, those films are entertaining. And I just, okay, with the John Wick movies, like I said earlier, I think they should just do one more and stop it. No more after part 5. Um, the only, it's funny because I've never seen any of John Wayne's movies. Maybe a little bit of True Grit. I have a couple of his films, uh, but I don't have a favorite. Yeah, Walking the Clowns. Yeah, John Mnemonic. Walking the Clowns. I remember being, eh. John Mnemonic. Um, it's funny. Someone else brought that up in the stream recently. I think the last stream I did, and I can watch the film. It's not Keanu's best, but John Mnemonic has some fun in there. The Devil's Advocate's a great movie. Yeah, I do remember reading that. I do remember hearing that. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom real fast. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Let's see here. Who's my favorite cereal mascot? I don't know if I have a favorite. Maybe Tony the Tiger, but that's a default answer. Uh, I would say Sleepy Hollow is more of a horror film. The Devil's Advocate is more of like a thriller, like a crime thriller with like horror undertones. But Happy New Year's to you, Jamie. No, I've never been to Australia. Happy New Year's Eve, I should say. Yeah, I still got 7 hours. 7 hours to go. I've never been to Europe. I could see that. Was It's funny you mentioned that. Wasn't Jason Scott Lee one of the names that was considered for Liu Kang? I think I remember reading that. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll be going on for another probably 30 minutes here, and then I'm going to get ready to go to a party. But I'm not going to be there all the way up to midnight. I'm probably going to be there for maybe 2 to 3 hours, and then I'm going to come back. I have no thoughts on the Paul brothers. Yeah, you could say that. I mean, I do like Christian Slater, but I do think he could be in better films or maybe get a better agent, choose better projects, not the Willow series. Because apparently he's in the Willow show. I'm like, what is Christian Slater doing in the Willow series? Well, it's a family party, and I think we're gonna have like tacos. So I know who he is, but I don't watch his stuff. I've never seen Alone in the Dark. But what happened to Christian Slater? Because at one point he was like, a big star, with True Romance, Broken Arrow. I mean, Heather's back in the day is great. I don't know what happened to Christian Slater. I mean, he's still acting, he's still doing movies and TV, but there was a while where he was doing a lot of direct to video stuff. I don't know much about the guy, but I did hear about what happened. But for those that are just tuning in, I mentioned earlier, basically, I've taken the setup here, the desktop, and I moved it into the kitchen slash living room area. So, why not? Why not change up the scenery here and the setup and the lighting? I think is a whole lot better. I may not have the whole collection behind me, but I like the again, I like the lighting a bit more and stuff like that. I don't want to talk about Kanye West. Don't ruin my New Year's Eve, man. I'm playing. I'm playing with you, but yeah, I definitely agree with that. Paul Anderson, even though he directed whatever many Resident Evil movies, but I love Mortal Kombat. I love Event Horizon, uh, Death Race. I enjoyed that. And what else did he direct? Yeah, I mean, so the internet, basically, I use the Ethernet cable. And when I was in the office, I had it stretched out all the way. It's a 20-foot cable, but I have the modem right there. So I just tucked it underneath the rug in the living room, and I have it hooked up right here. So I don't have the Ethernet stretched out all the way. I mean, the internet, we'll see what happens. I mean, it hasn't acted up yet. I think tacos. Maybe I'll take a picture and put it in like a community post so you guys can see what we're doing. But I do know we're having some sort of tacos, like make your own tacos, so to speak. Never try them. I'm gonna pick soda. I stay away from energy drinks. Um, I'm trying to stay away from these, but I'd rather have these than like a Red Bull or 24-hour energy. I just I stay away from them. Yeah, I mean it's hard. I mean even drinking diet, which I know a lot of people don't like diet, but it's hard to get off of them. But I'm gonna change that. Drink more water. Maybe behind me because I have this little shelf right here in the corner. I could put like a maybe like a little prop or something behind me. But for those earlier that didn't catch it, this picture here, this is from November 2000, and that's me right there. We were in Las Vegas, me and the family. So we were at the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas. But yeah, so that was what 22 years ago, right there. Yeah, I was 11. Kiss, marry, reject. Okay, I'm gonna marry Daniel Harris. Uh, kiss Christina Ricci, and I'm sorry, Monica Bellucci, but I'm gonna have to reject you. Yeah. See, I've met Danielle Harris. I'll marry her in a heartbeat. And Christina Ricci, I haven't met yet. Um, Maybe someday if I ever, go to one of these conventions. But yeah, I'm sorry, Monica Bellucci, but yeah, I mean, everyone. I don't know if people do that nowadays. Where they tie the coat around their waist. But there's one picture that I think my parents have where we were at the Grand Canyon, and this is around this. This is the same trip, and I was wearing like a DX shirt. Hey, wild man in the house. Yeah, maybe. Well, like I said, I've already met Danielle Harris twice. Christina Ricci, she does the convention scenes, so maybe one day. But Monica Bellucci, um, I would have no chance. Hey, Liam, hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Whew. I mean, there's a couple of other pictures here. This is me and my nephew Elijah. This is probably, I'm gonna say 2018, maybe 19. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to a party here in a little bit. I'm gonna get ready probably the next 20 minutes, and we're gonna have like basically make your own tacos. I'm going to my family's house, and yeah, I'll take a picture of what we're doing, but we're having like some kind of taco buffet where we can make our own tacos, and I'll be there for probably 2-3 hours. Yeah, he would have been. Yeah, Brandon Lee would have been a great Nightwing. Actually, thinking about it, Brandon Lee, if he were alive, I think he would have been a great Constantine. Like, I definitely could have seen that. But like I said, after the party, I'll probably come back here and, uh, chill out and such. That sounds like a plan. Can't go wrong with Chinese food and grape juice. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, she was, I think, like training for the role for Sonya Blade, and she like broke her wrist. Is that what happened? Is that the story? I think Gabbo would know, but yeah, that would have been cool. Imagine Cameron Diaz as Sonya Blade. Kiss Mary Kill, Juliette Lewis, the chick from Vegas Vacation who played the daughter, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah, it's starting to rain. Okay, I will marry the chick from Vegas Vacation. Are we talking about like Eddie's daughter or whatever? Um, I'll marry Juliette Lewis. Um, Kill the chick from Vegas Vacation. Kiss Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah, Charlie's Angels is fun. Cameron Diaz is good in that. I thought she was coming back for like another film. I know she's pretty much retired, but um, I love Cameron Diaz. Okay. But yeah, it's starting to rain. Let me look at the weather real quick. Yeah, it's gonna rain probably for the next 3 hours. But yeah, Matt Dillon or Matt Damon. I got to go with Matt Damon. So I'll probably go on for another 15 minutes here. Oh, my internet's being stupid. Like I'm connected, but I'm not connected. Like I can't browse around on the internet, but I'm still in the stream for some. I don't know how, but I'm still here. Could you imagine any other Mortal Kombat casting choices that never happened? Wasn't Sean Connery up for Lord Raiden? I remember hearing that or reading that. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine Sean Connery as Lord Raiden? Um, I think Brandon Lee would have been a great Johnny Cage. I think that should have happened. Cameron Diaz as Sonya Blade. I think I like the girl in the first movie, but I think Cameron Diaz would have been really good. So, I mean, there's a couple of ideas. I've never seen The Big Hit. Harrison Ford or Chuck Norris. Um, I'll probably go with Harrison Ford, but I like both. Um, Out of the three, I'll go with Chris Pratt. There you go. So Sean Connery was originally approached for Raiden. Can you imagine? That would have been. I think he would have been fun. Yeah, maybe you could have done that. I didn't know about that one. Oh, oh, why am I tired? That's what happens when it rains. I get tired real fast. Let me see if I can. And now the internet's working. It does that for some weird reason where I'm still in the stream, but for some reason it won't let me like browse the internet if I open up another tab. Like it has to be some kind of like PC issue, but I don't know what the problem is. I miss Larry King. What? James Corden was set to star in The Whale before Darren Aronofsky acquired the rights. James Corden is a joke. Didn't he also say recently he was up for the part of Samwise in Lord of the Rings or one of the Hobbits? Whatever. Kevin James, I don't mind King of Queens, but in terms of his movies, I didn't really get that big into his movies. But I don't mind King of Queens. But what to me, they kind of like they try to set like when Grown Ups came out, it's like they were marketing Kevin James as like the Chris Farley, substitute, and I didn't really buy into that. I'm just indifferent on Kevin James, really. Oh, you mean the Liver King? I heard about this character, the Liver King, where like he's like a bodybuilder and like he had a very strict diet. And I mean, I kind of know a little bit of the story, but that he basically lied to his fans about the diet that he was on, and that he wasn't taking steroids and all this stuff, and come to find out he was taking steroids. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that. And now that apparently the like fans are suing him for like 25 million because of his lies and stuff. Yeah, maybe you could have done that. That would have been cool. The 2009 Star Trek movie, there's some parts that I don't mind, but I'm not a fan of the film. I didn't care for the plot and stuff. But John Lone, yeah, Kara Tagawa was great as Shang Tsung. Maybe John Lone could have worked. Hmm. But I'll go on for a few more minutes here. So if there's any last minute questions. Yeah, I liked Carl Urban in that movie. I thought he was a good Bones. What did I get for Christmas? Well, actually, I did get a few stuff here. I got Bullet Train for Christmas. I picked this up from the store and I showed this in the stream already, but I got Fall. And I got Top Gun Maverick for Christmas. And I got Nope, which I haven't seen. So, yeah. It was like 3 movies. But I picked up a couple of more from the store. Yeah, I think we can come up with better actors and such. Yeah, Tales from the Crypt was fun. I don't know who Trek Yards, never seen that channel. Yeah, I still have to watch Bullet Train. Maybe one day I can, since I'm here sort of in the kitchen a little bit with the setup, maybe one day we can do like cooking with Zero Cool. Yeah. I still haven't seen No Time to Die, and I have no desire. I haven't seen the new Creep Show. But my mind was blown the other night when I heard that the girl in Indiana Jones 5, Indiana Jones's goddaughter, the actress, yeah, she was involved in the screenplay for No Time to Die. I had no idea. I've never seen it. Daniel Craig, I do like Daniel Craig, and I liked him as Bond, but to me, he only made 2 really good Bond movies. I mean, other than Bond, I mean, I liked him in Road to Perdition. I remember he was in that film. And there's a couple of other films that I still haven't seen that he's done, but I thought he was a good Bond. He'll be a good choice to direct a Mortal Kombat. I mean, if we're talking about the sequel to the reboot, I would say nobody. I would say don't do it at all. But maybe like back in the day, hmm, I'm trying to think. He would have been like a good director back in the day. He would have done like a Mortal Kombat film, or he would have been a good director. Uh, hmm, hmm. Maybe Rennie Harlan. Maybe. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, I need to watch Bullet Train. Yeah, Temple of Doom is probably my second favorite. My favorite is either actually my favorite is either Temple of Doom or The Last Crusade. It's pretty close. Yeah, I think yeah, why not? I've never played Soul Calibur. But yeah, Temple of Doom is great. All right, so I'll take a couple of more questions here and then we'll wrap up. Channing Tatum, I've warmed up to. Gerard Butler is a good actor. John Stockwell, I'm not sure about. And Tom Hardy, indifferent. I think he can be good, but to me, I'm not a fan of the Venom films. Again, I think he can be good, but he doesn't choose the best projects. Yeah, The Last Crusade, like watching that again, I mean, it's got to be my favorite. I mean, Temple of Doom, the first three indie films to me are great. Um, but I mean, The Last Crusade is to me, you can't really get any better than that. I mean, you got Harrison Ford and Sean Connery. I do enjoy it. I have not seen the film in a while, but I do enjoy Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I do enjoy the film. But anyways, I'll wrap it up here for now. Got to get ready to go to a party, but thank you to everybody, for hanging in there, and it was fun. But I'll be back soon with more videos, and happy New Year to everybody out there watching, and see you in 2023.